he remains steadfast in his belief that the JCF's promotion policy should be flexible enough for the Commission to reward deserving members who may not have satisfied the strict requirements of the policy. Mr. Lawrence was a stately gentleman who listened keenly to all and was very economical of his words. He mastered the art of using as few words as possible to say as much as possible. Integrity and inclusiveness were his endearing traits, and he served with respect for himself and others. Support from Superintendent Allen. He was also accessible and provided a listening ear, especially to rank and file members. He was nicknamed Maximum because he was felt no other commissioner could perform better than him. He was also very supportive of his commanding officers. He is Superintendent Third. One member who shall remain nameless said Lucius but we got it. When Lucius was commissioner, rank and file members went to his office in droves, seeking audience because he was the only commissioner that maintained an open door policy. For me, perhaps my greatest memory of Commissioner Thomas was sometime back in 2006 when he summoned me to his office. I was an assistant superintendent then. He indicated to me that Superintendent Warrington, now ACP, will be taking command of the St. James Division and had requested me to accompany him as his operations officer. At the commencement of that interview, the Commissioner asked one question of me. How many gangs are operating in the Philippines? That question stumped me. And so for 45 minutes, the Commissioner spoke to me about gangs and gang violence in St. James. At the end of his lecture, he said to me, I'm giving you 3 days to think about all of this. If you are going to St. James, call me back after 3 days. If you are not going to St. James, don't call me back. Because it's right. I didn't bother. I learned long ago that one of your greatest strengths is to recognize your weakness. And I knew I was not ready for the task. It is said that God blesses a cheerful giver. And in every respect, Commissioner Thomas' attitude was synonymous with a heart filled with kindness. His graciousness did not stop at the spontaneous promotion of a member of a division who had been through the trenches, but also providing hard cash to an obvious distressed soldier who called upon him.
Yes!
Against these circumstances, I am sure that his blessings from God will extend to all the members of the family who have survived. And so the words of Albert Pike live on. What we have done for ourselves alone lies with us. What we have done for others and the world remains. Ladies and gentlemen, let me draw your attention to the fact that we have been losing officers in earlier times. Just a few years ago, we celebrated the life of died within 1 year of retirement. Recently, we honored the life of some of our retirees, Superintendent Michael Dennis, the Superintendent of the Night, Superintendent Carl McKenzie, Superintendent Elizabeth McDonald, Superintendent Harold Thomas, Hecate. Recently, 2 weeks ago or so, Senior Superintendent Kumar, name a few. I think it's at this juncture that I need to advise that the Police Officers Association is in dialogue with the Commission of Police because we have asked for a revisit to the funeral policy, particularly as the Commission of Office to assist in providing proposal and in conjunction with the Community Department, in particular after the CP we will be providing that proposal. We're also losing officers in service. But when we talk about service, what are we talking about? Members of the JCF who have given upwards of 35 and 40 years to a nation, which in many instances do not show appreciation to Jesus. We're not talking about service, we're talking about Jesus. I'm not going to drink that for you.
What is wrong with you? Eh? Look in the camera and tell me your name. Did I tell him what?
Lehman McDonald.
You wish? I trust I find you well. I'm good.
As we did the Minister of Finance and the ministers who are here. The value of service pay. And so, ministers, the value of service pay to a Jamaica Constabulary Force means more than just counting years. It means patriotism. It means commitment. It means dedication. And as I said before, it means giving my life to save yours.
Say that again if you're back.
You're not doing on that picture.
And so we will use this platform to ask that good sense will prevail in the upcoming remuneration process. We must therefore accept and acknowledge that whilst we give up ourselves to the service of the citizens of this country, we must enjoy the journey. The JCF will not take care of you, and it will still be here when we are gone. Many of the persons who sit and talk with you will not take care of you either. Therefore, it is your responsibility to put your well-being first. Your mental, emotional, physical, and even your spiritual stability is essential to your longevity. How many of us have ever stopped to think that while our junior members will seek support from your commanders, or they are referred to the peer council, the chaplains, or the medical services branch, that an officer, gazetted officer, as no one to be referred to, or will not find himself. It will be quite recently. Not to make mention of the fact that while many of us exhibit the passion to serve and the desire to inspire, that this can only be achieved by maintaining a very active lifestyle. In a recent discussion with the person from the Ministry of Finance and Public Service, we posed the question in respect to a promise made several years ago about a gymnasium at the police officers' club. And as usual, we were told checks would be made and a response provided later. So the point must be made that while we challenge our minds and build effective social networks, we must maintain good physical health, and the facilities ought to be provided so this can be achieved. So today, while we mourn the passing of Commissioner Thomas, let us stay confident in the fact that our dear friend and brother never failed to warm your hearts with his cheerful disposition. One who, as the hymnal says, give thanks with a grateful heart. I'll reiterate that this officer was a most remarkable man with a strong sense of purpose, determination, and the capacity to care, which impressed us deeply. His charitable heart and the capacity to care never failed to leave an indelible impression on those whose path he crossed. He truly touched the lives of many. Such was the magnanimous nature of Lucius. In closing, I quote from a proverb: "Good men must die, but death cannot kill their names." For us who remain here on this journey, I challenge you to make your life a masterpiece. I challenge you to join the ranks of those people who live what they teach, who walk and talk. Commissioner Lucius, our words, may the soul rest in peace and life.
Sisters in Christ. Before I begin, because before we recognize the presence of Rear Admiral Harvey Louis, he succeeded Mr. Thomas in office of commissioner, and as you're here witnessing, the community of former commissioners of police is shrinking, and so we dare not let this opportunity pass and recognize it. I am honored to represent the men and women of the Old Special Branch to make a few remarks in tribute to our Special Branch colleague who has fallen asleep in the arms of the Lord. The majority of you will remember Lucius Thomas as the commissioner, but long before that appointment, he was an intelligence officer, a special branch man. His stint at Special Branch was unbroken for close to 30 years, during which he served in multiple locations across the country and commanded at every functional level of the branch. One of his more memorable posts was at the Norman Manley Airport, where I first met him in 1984. Lucius Thomas, in many ways, was shaped by Special Branch. And to truly understand it, you must understand a little about Special Branch. I won't tell you everything about it, given the constraints that is placed upon me. But Special Branch, suffice it to say, was a very interesting place. It was a place where members were highly trained, locally and internationally, and widely exposed to public sector and private sector, just about anywhere. We learned how to blend in with the crowd, how to negotiate, how to ferret out information from the most unlikely sources, and how to survive in the belly of the beast, so to speak. We were trained on how to influence people and how to succeed where others have failed. We kept our secrets secret, and we protected our sources and our methods. Training that we got there prepared us to take on any situation. This is, in a nutshell, is the story of Special Branch, and it is the story of Lucius Thomas. He was, in every sense of the word, a Special Branch man, and yet he was a little bit more than that, or maybe a whole lot more than that. Mr. T, as he was affectionately known at the branch, was a very capable intelligence officer, but perhaps his most enduring quality was that he genuinely cared about the people with whom he worked. And you will have heard numerous stories about his benevolence from the time when he was a young police officer until inevitably he was appointed head Special Branch. Now, head of Special Branch, that's a big deal. The office of the ACP Special Branch was a powerful one. The head Special Branch was in lore of secrets. He rubbed shoulders with the commissioner. He had access to people at high levels in government. He was at ease briefing cabinet ministers, prime ministers. He consorted with visiting dignitaries and heads of state. He could make things happen. Yes, it was a big deal, and Lucius Thomas was the man in the chair for a considerable period. Yet, he defined the office. The office did not define him. In other words, as head of Special Branch, he did not allow the position to get to his head. He was the same personable, approachable individual that we always knew, who, in the well-known words of Kipling, could talk with crowds and keep his virtue, and walk with kings without losing the common touch. He was defender of the rights of the rank and the file, and champion of their welfare. One former staff member recalled an occasion when Mr. T directed that the air conditioning unit that had arrived to replace the broken one in his office be installed in the Special Branch registry, where the AC unit had also broken down. For his selflessness, he endured an entire summer sweltering in the heat of downtown Kingston. When Mr. T left the branch to become DCP Prime and eventually Commissioner, the weight and responsibilities that came with the office did not change it. If anything, he doubled down. He recognized that he was not the office, he was only the holder of the office. Commissioner Thomas was known to drive around Jamaica with wads of cash, which he would dole out to police officers that he encountered on the roads across the country. He, as was referred to before, had an open door policy, which meant literally that his office door was left open for any police officer to walk in without an appointment to discuss issues pertaining to their jobs or matters of their welfare. For those languishing in their ranks for many years without promotion, they knew that with Mr. T in the chair, there was someone in their corner. Is there any wonder why Commissioner Thomas was so dearly loved, admired, and respected by the rank and file of the JCF? When the history of the JCF is eventually written, I do believe that Lucius Thomas will loom large as Commissioner and as a Special Branch, and above all, as a decent human being. In closing, I want to express on behalf of the Special Branch fraternity, deepest condolences to the bereaved family, and highest gratitude posthumously to Mr. T for his selfless service to Special Branch, the JCF, and to the nation. As a mark of respect, I invite my Special Branch colleague and just about anyone else who wishes to join me in raising your hands in a final salute to Commissioner Thomas. Salute. Long may we remember him.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Melissa Wells. I am grandniece to Uncle Lucius. I'm so honored to be able to give this second lesson and to do so on behalf of Ms. Howard, who is not able to. I'm just going to quickly say, Uncle Lucius took care of myself and my sister, Lalika Bako, for about 3 years as my mom went through through the immigration process to Canada. And we are so honored and grateful for that time that he spent with us and us in his charge, and we were well taken care of. And it's my honor to give the second lesson today. Second lesson comes to us from Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verses 1 to 13.
You good?
There's a time for everything and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to be born, a time to die, a time to plant,